This is a ringtail, and they are actually, a lot of times people call them ringtail cats. They're actually not cats. They're in the more like a raccoon. They're in the raccoon family. They are nocturnal. You can see those big eyes, which helps him see at night. They are indigenous to Texas, but they're really more far west Texas. So it's very unusual for us to have a little guy like this. He's about 7 weeks old, and his tail's going to get longer. His body, they're only about 3 or 4 pounds. They're really not very large, even as adults. You can see those big ears. A lot of people think they look kind of like a fox. They've got that pointed nose and the big ears. And they are omnivores. They love mice. Mice are one of their favorite foods, but they also eat some fruits. They'll eat insects too. He's like squirming around. But this little guy has quite a story. He actually hitchhiked a ride. There was an RV park in Bandera, Texas, and probably Mom made her nest up underneath the RV. And when they left and traveled all the way from Bandera, far west Texas, into Beaumont, almost to the other side of Texas, this little guy was up underneath the RV. So he stayed up there all day in this heat, you know, the heat radiating from the road. So he was pretty dehydrated, and basically when they arrived a little while later, he just kind of plopped right out of the RV on the ground. So fortunately, the people got him to us right away so that we could get some hydration going. He was very dehydrated. So he's doing much better now. You can see how much more active he is. He was very lethargic when he came in. And so I think it's unusual here at the Wildlife Center of Texas. It's the first one that we've had here as a baby especially. But it's very important that people realize how important it is to get native wildlife to a wildlife expert like the Wildlife Center of Texas here as quickly as possible. All wildlife has he's going to go hide, has very specific diets, and especially when they come in dehydrated from this Texas heat. So had they not got him to us right away, it could have been very detrimental to him. But people can go to our website. They can give us a call. Any kind of wild animal. It doesn't have to be an unusual wild animal like this, but any kind of wild animal that needs assistance. So that's what we're there for. We take care of them. We get them back into the wild. So even this little guy, he's protected by law, by state law. It's against the law to keep a wild animal as a pet. They need to be back in the wild where they belong. And this little guy is going to end up going to a rehabilitator's in West Texas so that he can be released back out in his area. In fact, it'll be very close to Bandera where he came from.